Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Ayaan's Fun Learning Tube. And today in Ayaan's Fun Learning Tube, day 125, we are going to talk about the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, which started in February 24th. 2022. So let's get started. By November 10th, 2021, Russia gathered its troops to the Ukrainian border, and by November 18th, 2021, there were over 100,000 Russian troops near the Ukrainian border. And they could attack Ukraine at any time between mid-January to early February. And by December, the United States directly told President Putin that if Russia invades Ukraine any further, USA and their European allies would attack Russia with big strength in their armies. Expert opinions say that Russia and Ukraine are fighting over this piece of land called Crimea. US intelligence agencies said that Russia would declare a war on Ukraine by February 16, 2022. But that day came and nothing happened. One day later, February 17, 2022, the news broke out that Russia was withdrawing its soldiers. But this news turned out to be fake. And actually, China was putting pressure on Russia that Russia would wait till the end of the Beijing Olympics. China didn't want any war to be declared, causing interruption in the Beijing Olympics. February 20th, 2022 was the last day of the Beijing Olympics, and February 21st, 2022, Putin made this TV address informing the entire world that in eastern Ukraine there are two separatist areas controlled by separatists, not the government. They now recognize those separatist areas as independent countries. Their names are Donetsk and Luhansk. And separatists there decided to form their own new countries. After that, Russia started helping these separatist areas as much as possible by giving them military support, financial support, and giving them COVID vaccines. By 2015, the Minsk Agreement was signed. According that, Ukraine will acknowledge the governments of these two separatist-controlled areas and they will not use any weapons against them. But let's just say the Minsk Agreement didn't go so well. But I would like to point out, ever since the Soviet Union fell, Russia was attacking its neighboring countries every 5 to 6 years. For example, take a look at this map of Georgia. Yes, Russia occupied 10 to 20% of Georgia's land. And a few years later, Russia occupied this piece of land in Moldova called Transnistria. Take a look at this map. The red circles are permanent settlements, so they can be ignored, and the black places are where the new troops are deployed in the past few months. So, as you can see, in Crimea there is some, Transnistria there is some, and even in Crimea. Why are there troops in Belarus, you may ask? Well, you know that Belarus and Russia are allies, right? Well, Belarus has joined the war, but to support Russia, they will allow Russia to place its nuclear weapons in their territory, and maybe Belarusian soldiers will be deployed against Ukraine. Seeing Russia do this, there are only 3 things the world can do about it. Number 1 is just do nothing, but there is a high risk that Russia will bring back the Soviet Union, which will nearly add a quarter to its land area. The second thing the other countries can do about this is literally fight to stop Russia. But this is also not a good option because it might cause World War III. And Ukraine is not in NATO, so they cannot receive any soldiers fighting from other countries for Ukraine. They can only receive the gear to fight. So other countries' soldiers won't come and help Ukraine. They will just give the gear. Number 3 is economic sanctions, trying to completely isolate Russia, attacking Russia's money, in other words. And Canada, Europe, and America have already declared economic sanctions on Russia. This Russia to Ukraine war can affect India in 2 ways. So, in the petrol prices in India per barrel were $60 to $70. But because of this war, it has increased to about $100 per barrel because Russia is the second highest oil producer in the entire world, and 12.5% of the world's oil comes from Russia. US, which is the highest oil producer in the world. If America tries to do something to Russia, which is very likely to happen, these prices will become even more. Worldwide, the average 1 barrel will become from $65 to $70 to $100, affecting the lives of many Indians. This will also have an impact on the Indian military because 49% of India's armed imports come from Russia, and about 50 to 80% of India's military comes from Russian origins. I hope you found this video informative. So now let's do the outro. Like this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell for more Ayaan's Fun Learning Tube videos. And I'll see you in next Ayaan's Fun Learning Tube video. Thanks for watching.